What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to this episode of G4 Outdoors. Today we're going to be doing a review of the 60-volt Toro hedge trimmer.
Well, here's a little story about two friends that came together, and we started up a YouTube just to talk about whatever. We're on a boat catching big bass and smashing them cats. From review videos to just making you laugh. Cause we got guns, we got knives, we got fishing, we got hunting, we got everything you like, so hit that subscribe button. We're in the outdoors, doing things that we love. We're talking guitars, girls, green grass, and guns.
Now hopefully before this you went back and watched my overview and unboxing of this video. I went over all the specs on this, what the 60 volt means, 2.5 amp hours, all of the special features on this. I will be going over some of that today, but not all of it. But today I'm just going to get down to it and test out this hedge trimmer, see if it really lives up to its expectations. One thing I really like about it is this 90-degree turning head. That's going to give you a lot better all-day comfort running this thing on the sideways, and it's also going to give you comfort while you're doing the tops of your hedges. Now what I'm going to do right off the bat is clean up this tree line right here. These are not hedges, these are trees. So we're going to have a whole bunch of half inch and up to 3/4 inch, which these blades are capable of accepting 3/4 inch size of branches. It is a very ergonomical unit. It's comfortable. As far as weight goes, it's really a nice weight. It's not hefty, it's not light by any means, but it's just a nice, comfortable kind of heavy design. It has several safety features on it, including this grip up here. You have to have a hold of the front handle along with your ambidextrous safety over here. This has to be depressed in order to pull the trigger. If these are not depressed, any of these are not depressed, the machine will not run unless all of these are depressed at the same time. Now, as far as the safety switch here, as soon as the motor starts, you can let go of those. Nothing too bad about the safety aspects on this. You're going to be holding on to this anyway. So the safety features are really kind of null and void to talk about, but they are here for your safety. Also, the hand guard up here is very well attached. It's not going to go anywhere. Keep your hand from slipping off and going in there. Also, this does come with a blade cover to keep these covered up for when you're not using it, because these blades are actually very sharp. They're darn near knife sharp. So I know the exposure out here is really wonky, kind of shade and sun. It's hard to get it just right. But as I'm mowing down this path right here, these are starting to be overgrown, and I'm mowing underneath all of these trees right here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to run along this tree line right here and get these straightened up so it's easier for me to mow. I hope this thing handles it. So I think this is the thickest one that I've ran across so far. That's about 3/4 inch right there. Ran through it no problem. You can see it cut it and then broke it. So it didn't hang up on it for too long. It got in there and cut it. I can't ask for much more than that. It's a very powerful machine so far. Like I say, this is not what it's supposed to be doing, but it's making quick work of it, and I'm gonna keep on going. That's going to make that a ton easier to mow. That way I'm not leaning sideways on my mower while I'm running through there trying to avoid that canopy of trees. As far as this cutting stuff down, it breezed right through all of that. Expecting to hear a little bit of like pausing, like it didn't want to go through it. This thing just kept on chugging right through all those pieces of wood. Let me bring you along on some thick stuff. Now what we're looking at there is very close to 3 inches of wood right here. So let's start up here at the smallest part and work our way down. still, again, I love the way it's working. It's working just as it should. I'm not seeing any problems with it. It's not stalling, it's not bogging down. It took care of that tree pretty quickly. A little bit of snagging on the branches, but you're going to get that with every evergreen with any machine that you get. Overall, I'm still impressed with it. Just the same with the hedge trimmers. There was something that I was expecting to say bad about them as far as the power, what it does, how it does it. So far, there's nothing bad that I can say about this. It's working just as I would expect it to. It's running no different than a gas-powered trimmer I've had. It's running a lot better than some of the corded trimmers I've had, but I would up against gas, not a big gas, but your standard gas. I would put this up against your standard gas hedge trimmer any day. So, you know, we didn't hedge trim much already. So let's take a look at the battery. We've used 1/4 of the battery, plenty acceptable in my opinion. So we did a whole tree line. We did 1 whole evergreen on 1/4 of a battery, and I don't know if you can actually see how much we actually did there. So where are we looking? From over here to here? That's quite a bit of trees to cut. As far as the battery life goes, I wouldn't expect any more than that. But so far, power and durability for cutting those big branches, I'm pretty impressed with. So what if you wanted to cut a walking trail? We have a lot of grass here. The grass should prove if the blades are gapped enough and sharp enough to cut down the grass. If there's any gaps in there, you'll see the grass being caught in there. I'm pretty sure that this is just going to knock the grass right down. Plus the trees, I don't think we're going to be able to make it too far back in there because the branches do get a little thick, but what if? Not too shabby. I'm telling you what, it does have loads of torque and power. Do some more. Again, not too shabby. Now again, that's probably quite a bit more abuse than this thing should ever see. Most of that was 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch wood. Tree saplings. As soon as they get into these jaws, it cuts them right off. Well, as much as I don't want to show it, let's go look at my hedges. So I could definitely spend a little bit more time cleaning that up, but overall it does a really good cut on the first go around. A lot of these lay over and you have to smack the branches around in order to get those to stand back up. Let's work on the front of it and demonstrate this 90-degree head again. I didn't hit record on the front of that, so let's go to the back of this and I want to show you the operation of this 90-degree head again. So as you can see, for the front of the Hedges, you can turn it like this, but being as we're going on the back, we'll turn it just like this. So again, sorry about the sun being in the wrong location, but that's about as best I can give you on my hedges. One other thing that I really like about hedge trimmers is doing weeping trees. It makes it so much easier just to walk along and just trim all these weeping branches down the side. So that's just one of the many uses of the 60-volt hedge trimmer. As you can see, I did quite a few trees out back, more than what this thing should be doing. I did 2 evergreens. I did my shrubs, which weren't much, and not much on my weeping tree. But if I didn't take care of this weeping tree, it would be all the way down the ground. So I do got to do this, I don't know, 3 or 4 times a year. I did all that on a full battery, and we're still at 3/4%. 3/4%, 75% battery, just like the string trimmer. Impressed. One thing that does take a little bit of a toll on your forearm is the safety switch up here on the front handle. It's not hard to pull, I just felt myself letting loose of it sometimes, so probably my fault for not having strong enough forearms, which I think they're plenty strong enough, but running this for a certain amount of time, I felt this starting to disengage. Not bad though, not bad. It's just something that I noticed, and that's my job, is to tell you all the things that I notice, all the things I like and dislike about it. I did mention the hot spot earlier. 0 hot spots on this one. It's no different than the string trimmer, so it's probably just the ergonomics of being able to turn this and hold it comfortably the way it's designed to be held. So I didn't have any hot spots on this one at all, like 0. I don't even notice this was in my hand. Also, the sharp edge up here that I talked about in the unboxing and overview of it, not an issue, not an issue. The only thing that has caught my attention so far is this safety bar right here being just a little bit heavy. But other than that, like I say, the power of it was super on the power. I could not ask for any more. It's cutting everything that I wanted it to cut within reason, within specs of these jaw openings right here, which was 3/4 inch, and I think some of those pieces I cut back there were, well, they couldn't have been larger than 3/4 because that's all the opening is, but every bit of what this thing can handle. So large stuff, thin grass, my hedges, my trees, this thing, just like the trimmer, it outdid my expectations on it. And I did all that on 1/4 of a battery. So there's another reason where the money savings would come in. I've got 3/4 of a battery left. I can still go string trim my yard. I know that takes a half a battery. And then at that, I can take the battery out of the string trimmer and only have 1/4 of a battery left, and it doesn't take any time to blow off my property. Actually, I mowed 2 properties right here, and so 2 driveways and a long sidewalk, it takes nothing to blow off. So 1 battery, as of right now, I'm saying you could string trim, hedge trim a whole bunch, and blow off your property after you're done mowing, all on one battery. I'm going to get to that theory here later on, guys, so stick around for some more reviews on the blower, the mower. If you haven't yet, checked out the string trimmer. So anyways, guys, if you like the video, hit the like button. Please hit the subscribe button and come back for some more of these videos. Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think about the new battery powered equipment, especially the 60-volt Toro equipment. So anyways, hope you liked the video. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment down below. I will see you in the next one. I'm out.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I just dream of fishing while I'm going through my workday. I listen to my boss, though he's driving me berserk. Damn it, I can't take much more because my brain is really hurting. And now the bank is always calling and I don't know what to do. And I haven't bought a crankbait since like 1992. But the bass are out there schooling.